This DVD is about the Ultimate Modification Bible Volume 14 Plus, one of the greatest modification books that has ever been made. Please do not do any of these modifications unless you're capable and are sure you have not violated any rules of the FCC or manufacturer warranties before you attempt to do them. Alright, once you've downloaded the new DVD for the Ultimate Modification Bible 14 Plus, this is what your icon should look like. And we're going to click over on this. Now we have the Ultimate Modification Bible installed in our computer. This is an amazing book. It contains all of the information from the old Modification Bible 12. So over on the left hand side we have some little icons you can click on, and this will give us an index page that we can go to, and this is the index for the Modification Bible 12, and then we have the index for the new section, the 14 plus. In the old, everything that was in the old Modification Bible is in this DVD. But even more, this is the reason we call it the plus, even more. Over here you'll notice that some of the sections, CB Boost, Super Mod, Variable Power, Direct PLL Modification Guide, these areas, these indexes you can click on directly and see all of the information. Or if you want to know exactly what radio you're looking for whatever it is, this is the Super Mod section. And here we have the radios listed in alphabetical order. We have a Cobra listing at the top. We can go to the Cobra 29, we'll say. Click on it, and now we have the listing for the Cobra 29. I'll have to blow that up a little bit for you. Let me move it over. And it tells you what limiter to cut, tells you what the AMC control is, what part to unsolder if you want to remove the limiter, wires from D13 and 12 at the point nearest the line on the diode. There's all the information you want to know. This is for the old 21 XLR, 89 and 29 XLR, how to boost the modulation on this unit. Here's the amazing part. If you go to the very first, and we can click on the page 19, it says here, if you can see that. We go here, we're in the Super Mod section at the very beginning. Oh, let me open that back up. You go here, you're at the Super Mod section at the very beginning. And if we scroll down, notice below the stop signs here. These modifications are not to be attempted except by licensed technician for experimentation only. Stop. Do not attempt any of these modifications if in doubt. Notice right below it we have the video Super Mod, and we can click on it, and we actually have a video. All right, today we're going to be talking about super modulation. How to boost and put super modulation into any normal CB radio is pretty well standard. On some of them you may have to search out exactly where to put it, but on the Cobra 29, Cobra 25, Unit N66, 68, 78, all of these type of radios pretty well you can do the same thing on. Isn't it amazing? Simply just click on whatever section is. Let's go to the CB modulation boost section. Come over here to this section. Notice in this section is going to be listed all of the radios in alphabetical order, and you can find any of these radios that you want to do the modulation boost to. But right here at the bottom of the section, underneath the stop sign again, is this little click. And we do this, and we can open up this window. We're looking at a circuit of a transmitter of a Cobra 25, and we're going to try to find the modulation limiter. And what we do is show you how to locate these in the circuit itself. Skip on down to the next section we want to look at. Over here in this section we have a noise toy modification. This is still the same information in the original Modification Bible, except we've added this new information. Click right here underneath the section for modification, and again we have a video. Okay, today we're going to be installing a PP1 recorder into a Cobra 29. The method we use can be used pretty well on any radio. I'm going to give you some little hints that might make it sound a little better.
and give you better performance overall.
Again, we show you exactly how to do it and some little extra tips on how to make them sound a little better. Let me come back up on our index. Let's go over here to page 2. On page 2 we have direct channel PLL modification. Now we can come over here. Let me get it a little closer for you. We've zoomed in a little closer so you can read it. Under here, this has got the PLL02A chip. This is a chip that was very common in a lot of CB radios back in the early days. You come over here to the page, and we can actually clip on it. And here's the O2A chip with the drawing of how to do the PLL, where to make the cuts. This tells you what trace to cut. It'll tell you where to add resistors. Let me back this off so you can see it. It tells you what traces to cut, what pins on the PLL, how to count the pins with the little notch in the counter, which ones to cut, where to add the resistors, where to add the switch to actually modify this PLL02A. Let's come back again. We also have radios individually listed on what to do to these radios. And this is amazing because a lot of times on some of these radios, you can click on them and you can actually watch it being done. Let's try this. Here we're over on the Connex 3300, Galaxy 33, Galaxy 44, 55, 66. A lot of these that were using this particular type chassis at the time. And look, there's a video link even here. Let's click on it and open it.
EX44V. This particular modification will work on the Galaxy 33, the Connex 33, the Galaxy 55, 66, 73, basically almost all the AM, FM Galaxy models. There's several different methods they might use to modify this radio. On some of the models, on the back side of the board.
All right, so there was a modification, a video showing you how to modify these radios built into this book. These videos are built directly into this book. This is what is so amazing. All right, here's a Midland. Let's go to the Midland 290. All right, under the Midland 290, here's all the information on what to do. But look up here. Here's a video link one more time up here in the top corner. We're going to click on this right here and open it up. Here's your warning sign again. Don't do this. This is for amateur use.
Midland 79290. Now this is the frequency modification is actually done in the head unit itself.
All right, so here again, there's video links on so many of these radios. Let's go to the index, page 4. Here's slider modification for these radios to help you clarify it. Here's a PLL oscillator chart that's built into it. 10 kc offsets, talkback. Let's go to the talkback one. This is how you can add talkback to your radio. And under this section here, we'll slide down. And look, right below the page reference section, there's a click here. Let's click on this one again, and let's see what it says. Today we're going to be talking about how to put talkback into your CB radio. Most 10-meter radios do have talkback capabilities already built into them, and some of the new Cobras come out with it already. The first thing you're going to want to know to do talk. All right, again, here is the section on talkback with a video that tells you how to be able to put it directly into your radio. The videos are listed right with it to help guide you in some of the things that you might want to do that's improve your radio. It's an amazing book. It's amazing. But let's come back up. Notice we have a plus section right here. And I'm going to click on the plus section page. And now we have an index that has to do with the newer radios. Here's an Alpha 10 Max. The Alpha 10, we go over and click on the page, and here it is. How to increase the RF range on this radio. We know it can be computer programmed, but this is what you can do just by pressing the buttons when you turn it on. But not only that, if we scroll down below that, here is what we do to boost the power, the modification for the modulation, and the power controls are listed as well. Come back to the plus page. Again, we look over at the index. Let's come down, scroll down just a little bit. Here's the modification for the Raptor radio. Go click on this page. And again, as we look down, here's the about moving the jumper with pictures of exactly what to do and the controls on the inside on how to do it. Right there, so easy, makes life so simple on these modifications on this radio. Let's come back to it again. Scroll down. Let's do a Superstar 3. Here we go. This Superstar 3 shows you exactly what to do on the Superstar 3 for modifying and also for the boosting of the power in the Superstar 3. This is an amazing book. This book contains over 7 gigs of information. This is amazing. All of these radios that are listed on how to modify them. Microphone wiring guide. Come over here. This is a section to show you how to wire your microphone. Let me move this index out of the way. How to wire your microphone. Describes it thoroughly. But sometimes this is a little bit complicated. I'm going to make it a whole lot easier. We're going to click right over here. And here's a video. Phone section where it teaches you how to figure out the wiring of a microphone. We're going to do this just a little bit easier today. We're going to give you a video of it. I recommend that you have a volt-ohm meter that allows you to test these microphones. This is a pretty old meter, been well used, as you can tell. We actually go through the steps that's described here so you can watch us wire a microphone or figure out the wiring of a microphone. This is an amazing book with everything you've ever wanted or needed to know about modifying wiring of radios. Under the antenna tuning section, we have a video on simplifying antenna tuning. Today we're going to be talking about SWR, and to do this, I'm going to show you something that might help it and make it a little bit easier in tuning your antenna. For building a simple antenna, you need an antenna, you need to build it in a hurry, you want to build it cheap, you just want to build one yourself for the fun of it. All right, now there's another antenna that you can build that's very simple, homemade, if you want to be able to put this out in the trees. Maybe you live in an apartment and they won't allow you to have an antenna. Again, very simple. And then a simple little video on how to install a connector on a piece of coax. I know some people just go crazy over this. I'd like to demonstrate a method of putting a connector on the end of the coax for our antenna. Very important that we get a good ground on our antenna, and we want something that's strong. So this is it. The ultimate modification Bible. There's nothing like it whatsoever. Nothing on the market that it compares to it even. This is the book that you've been looking for. It's got hundreds and hundreds of radios. It's got crystal charts for the older radios. It's got modification for PLL, modulation boost, old and new radio modifications, everything you ever wanted to know, and videos are included that guide you. We do have stop signs on it. This is an amazing book that you're going to love.